I request Shri D. Shreyas Kumar to garland Shri Brajesh Chowta, MP of Dakshin Kannada. I request Shri Anil Kumar SS, Executive Director of SKDRDP, to honor Shri D. Surendra Kumar, Vice President of SKD Society. I request Shri Janardhan K. Managing Director, C, to honor Shri D. Harshendra Kumar, Secretary of SDV Society. I sincerely request Dharmadhikari Puja Dr. D. Virendra Hegde ji to deliver welcome address.
Om Shri Manjunathaya Namaha. I have great pleasure in extending a warm welcome to His Excellency, the Honorable Vice President of India, Jagdeep Dhankhar. I also welcome Dr. Srimati Sudesh Dhankhar, also our Honorable Vice President. I also welcome other dignitaries on the dais. Our MPs there. With them, I welcome all the other dignitaries. A warm welcome to all the who are assembled here to mark this historic event. Welcome to Sri Kshetra Dharmasala sir. Sri Manjunath Swami Temple is here as a history of over 800 years. Following the Chaturdana, that is Annadana, Vidyadana, Aushadana and Abhayadana. And as always in Dharmasala, we believe that every devotee is joined with God. Bhakta the Deva Bhava, devotees are God, is the core foundation of Shri Sanidhya Q complex has been constructed. The Shri Sanidhya Q complex is designed keeping in mind every need of the devotee. Two-story building with 16 halls, 168 on each floor, and the Shri Sanidhya Q complex can hold 12,000 devotees at one time. The devotees will need not stand in lines, rather they will be comfortably seated in the complex without getting wet during the rainy season or feeling the summer heat in the hot season. Various facilities like cafeteria, children child care, washroom, drinking water and many more have been made available within the Q complex to provide convenience to the devotee. Digital TVs have been installed in the Q complex that will provide spiritual connect to the devotees. Also, 160 artificial intelligence enabled smart cameras, 263 speakers, 54 amplifiers and other technology platforms will ensure that the state-of-art surveillance and communication systems are put in place to ensure the safety, security and comfort of the devotees. High volume, low speed fans like what you have here and a fresh air circulation system ensure that the devotees will be in comfortable temperatures all the time. One number of 650 kilowatt solar system along with energy and water monitoring in the Q complex makes it sustainable and environmentally responsible too. My brother Harshendra Kumar has executed this commendable work and I appreciate Harshendra Kumar, the architect and the Today, we also have an initiative under our Jnanadipa education program. This is one of our flagship program of SKD, Shri Kshetra Dharmasala Rural Development Project. It is said that education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. In rural India, there are still many children who do not get the basic education necessities to fulfill their educational needs. We have initiated the Jnanadipa program to strengthen rural education in the state of Karnataka. Right from providing scholarships to rural students, and to pursue technical and professional education, providing additional teachers to schools where only one teacher is working, providing bench and desks to the schools, providing financial assistance for construction of school buildings, playgrounds, toilets to ensure that education is provided with all amenities across rural India. We are delighted to inform His Excellency that under the Jnanadeepa program, financial assistance for construction of 6,821 primary schools, 1,090 Anganwadi, 4,982 playgrounds, and 787 toilets have been provided to these schools. 9,278 teachers services have been engaged across schools in Karnataka, and 71,454 bench and desk sets have been distributed across schools. This year too, we shall be providing student monthly scholarship amounting to over 65,000 rural students and engaging over 1,028 teachers for rural India. My wife, Srimati Hemavati, impactful initiative called Jnana Vikasa program focuses on educating the mother of these rural children to ensure thereby continued education of children with minimal school or dropouts. To inaugurate Sri Sanidhya complex and to kickstart the Jnana education program for 2025, we have amidst us a very special dignity, His Excellency, the Honorable Vice President of India, a man with no ego, so down to earth, so polite, and yet so graceful and striking. In May 2020, I learned that Sri Jagadeep Ji had gone all the way to Kerala to meet his mathematics teacher there. And the teacher was aged 83 years, and she was so proud to see her student to become the second citizen of the country. And her words that this was the best Guru Dakshina I got, and she ever got from any student who is happy. All along during the course of my lunch sessions, I have been always fascinated by the very simple and unassuming personality of our Honorable Vice President. Born in a small village called Kitana in Pakistan, Sri Jagadeep Ji has rose to the office of governor in 2019. He was elected as the 14th Vice President of India in 2022 and holds the unique position of being the first Vice President to be born out of India became a republic in 1952. Sir, you are humbled in this position, and the remarkable contributions to our motherland have inspired many and will continue to make significant impact for the present and future generations. We are honored to extend a hearty welcome to Sri Jagadeep and to Honorable Vice President. Welcome, sir. I also extend a warm welcome to the Second Lady of India, Srimati Swadesh Sarkarji. I am glad to note that Madam has done an insightful study on the groundwater conservation in Rajasthan, for which she was confirmed doctorate. Srimati Swadesh has been the source of inspiration and every moment of Sri Jagadeep's life. We respectfully extend a hearty welcome to you, Madam. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the other dignitaries present here. I welcome the administrative officials from both central and state governments. I welcome our Lok Sabha member, Vijay Chaudhary, to this function. All staff members, media and others who have accepted here to witness the mega event. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತವಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನೂ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
I request the Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagadeep Dhankarji, to launch Jnanadeepa program of 2024-25 by handing over Jnanadeepa scholarship sanction letter to two students. I request Ms. Nishmita M, engineering student from Shimoga, Also, I request Mr. Puneet M.N., Bachelor of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences student from Madhu to collect the letter. सर, पिछले नवंबर 25 को राज्यसभा में सम्माननीय राज्य सभापति उपराष्ट्रपति जी ने पूज्य हेगड़े जी के जन्मदिन के अवसर पर बधाई देते हुए राज्यसभा में उपस्थित माननीय सांसदों को संबोधित करते हुए हेगड़े जी के बहुमुखी कार्यों के बारे में जानकारी देते हुए हर्ष व्यक्त किए थे। इसलिए हम सब आपके प्रति आभारी हैं। Now I sincerely request Honorable Vice President to deliver inaugural address.
Most revered Padam Vibhushan awardee, nominated member of Council of States in Rajya Sabha, Shri D. Virender Hegde. I am honored and privileged to preside over a chairman Rajya Sabha where we have someone like him reflecting sublimity, sterling qualities and wisdom. When the invite came, I felt blessed. Me and my wife, Dr. Sridhar, shall ever be grateful to you, sir, for making available to us this opportunity. Captain Brijesh Chowda, young, dynamic member of the House of People, Lok Sabha, from Dakshin Kannada. The power behind Shri D. Virender Hegde, Srimati Hemwati Hegde, defines control without control. Shri Surendra Kumar, Shri Harshendra Kumar, and distinguished audience. It is an absolute privilege and honor to open Shri Sanidhe, the recently built cutting-edge two-system complex that is intended to improve devotee convenience. I commend Padam Shri Dr. Hegde for envisioning and then realizing the construction of a contemporary cube complex with wholesome object of enhancing the waiting experience for devotees seeking darshan of Sri Manjunath Swami, our God. Ladies and gentlemen, the outstanding feature of this complex is convenience for devotees and availing of technological advancements. India is a spiritual center of the world, and this place is a testament of it. Under the divine gate of Bhagwan Sri Manjunath, there is reflection of religiosity, sublimity, harmony, and peace of mind. The divine feeling here is beyond expression. Millions throng to this place in search of solace, blessings, and a divine direction. The Sanidhe Q complex is beyond a physical structure. It is just not a building. It is a manifestation of our collective commitment to inclusivity, hospitality, and service. Congratulations to all who converged to realize this magnificent facility. Ladies and gentlemen, I have gone through it. The facilitation is unique. It evidences concern for those who in earnestness come to seek divine blessings. A soothing change in recent years in our country has been infrastructural growth that is germane to our religious places. This needs to be applauded, as these are centers also of our civilizational values. Religious institutions are emblematic of equality, since there is no individual is higher before the Almighty, the God. We should reinstill the idea of equality in religious institutions. When precedence is accorded, when priority is given to someone, when we label it as VVIP or VIP, this is belittling the concept of equality. VIP culture, friends, is an aberration. It is an incursion when viewed on the angle of equality. It should have no place in society, much less in religious places. I hope this drum stool, being led by a luminary of our times, will serve as an example of egalitarianism, and let us shun for all times VIP culture. The very idea of VIP darshan militates against divinity. It should be dispensed with. Religious institutions in our country are beyond sight of faith. These are centers of community service, and this place has made huge contribution in education and healthcare. That is worth applauding and worth emulating. What a pleasant surprise to me was the extraordinary efforts made by this institution in serving rural India. Our Bharat lives in villages. Our path of progress has to go through villages. Villages define our way of life, our democracy, our economy. It is in villages that the heartbeat of India resonates, and it resonates in high decibel. The development of these areas has to be our topmost priority. It is our sacred duty, and the best way to transform is education. Education is the most impactful mechanism to bring about equality. It is the best effective mechanism to decimate inequities. I urge all religious institutions to make one particular effort, and that is to make away our generation, our young people, of our civilizational gift. I am concerned on occasions that our young children and youth are not exposed to the virtuosity, the wisdom, the knowledge, the depth of our civilizational gold mine. These institutions can catalyze it. Without such an initiative, the inestimable heritage and relevance would be lost in contemporary times. Friends, the world is in turmoil and in turmoil as never before. Undoubtedly, this is a moment when we see our economic upsurge, growth in infrastructure, deep technical, digital penetration that is in the world. There are areas in which Bharat has emerged as a global leader, a role model for other nations. In such a scenario, in such a mechanism, imagine in this land of culture, a land of deep civilization values, can we afford to lose our shine? We should be shining brighter given our development. When it comes to humanity's welfare, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. We are a nation, messenger of peace. We promote harmony, equality, tranquility. There is now urgent need in the country, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure, to think, to reflect on deep political divisions. Political climate in the country is a challenge as much as climate change. We have to work to harmonize it. We cannot ignore our long-term gains, commitment to nationalism for short-term gains. The political temperature in the country needs to be moderated by rational minds. All our stance has to be dictated and pivoted firmly by one consideration, goodness of the nation. We must strive to keep nation first in all situations, because this country, home to 1/6 of humanity, is nerve center, cultural center, spiritual center of the planet. There have been civilizations like us, Mesopotamia, there has been other civilizations, in China also. But look at it, we have survived. We are surviving. We are thriving. People flock to this country to seek solace, to seek wisdom, to gain knowledge, to discover divinity for themselves. I appeal to everyone in this country from this religious platform to give and accord due precedence, priority to expression and dialogue. Dialogue and expression will define democracy. If our right of expression is curtailed, diminished, the best of an individual cannot come forward. But if we insist only on expression and do not believe in dialogue, if we believe only in expression and believe that we alone are right, we are being unfair to humanity, to the other person. Dialogue and expression have to go hand in hand. It is dialogue that makes us realize the importance of the other point of view. I therefore call upon everyone. A dialogue is the greatest reliever of any tension. A meaningful dialogue with positive approach can bring about solution to problems that are turning out to be very painful for our society. Democracy has no meaning unless people are able to express and engage in dialogue. I am a very person. The most sanctified platform, the most authenticated platform in democracy for dialogue emanates from the people. The people elect their representatives to parliament and legislatures. It is bounden duty of public representatives to voice the concerns of the people. They must offer solutions. They must work to realize aspirations of the people. But if those who are obligated, constitutionally mandated to engage in dialogue, engage in discussion, then things go wrong. Things go wrong for a very difficult situation because there can be no vacuum in society. If parliamentarians and representatives of the people will not engage in their activity, the vacuum will be filled. People will agitate on the streets. People go in chaotic mode. They have to find expression of their problems. They have to look for the solutions. I therefore urge, wake up. We are cliffhanging as a parliamentary institution. We are very close to eclipsing. We are getting into irrelevant mode. Time for the temples of democracy to be vibrant for expression of views, healthy dialogue, consensual approach that was reflected by Constitutional Assembly in evolution of our Constitution. I call upon everyone who represents people to soul search, because we are in the last quarter of the century for celebration of our independence. We have set a target for a developed nation at 2047. It is no longer a dream, it is our object. It is achievable, but we all have to believe in our nation, in serving the nation, and rise above partisan approach when it comes to development of national welfare. I call upon the people, they have power of social media. I call upon youth, generate pressure on your representatives. Audit your representatives, because your watchdog position will account for success of democracy. Once you do it, the representatives will shine and outshine in service of the nation. Friends, I need to caution you on something else. While India is rising as never before, global institutions are operating as forces against India, forces inimical to our interests, forces that do not think well of us are conversing in one form or the other. They want to destabilize our institutions. They want to take and tarnish our constitutional positions. They want to run down our progress story. We must utilize these forces with total command, and that can be done with eternal vigilance. Eternal vigilance is the price of freedom we have to pay. And I therefore call upon everyone, individually and collectively, to serve the nation. Imagine in a country like ours, people challenge law enforcing authorities. They challenge public order. They come to streets if they support someone. Is it the way to function in a country that is Bharat? Can we allow people to be law to themselves? Can we allow these people to be loose cannons in society? Anyone who challenges one order or public order must be held accountable. How shameful it is for us. How painful for it is when we see public property being destroyed, public property being set on fire. Can we allow it? They are enemies of the nation. These people, these nefarious elements must be dealt in an exemplary manner. They must be brought to law. Their cases must be fast-tracked. This country of 1.4 billion cannot suffer this kind of public nuisance, destruction of public property. The world is appreciating our trades. One after another we are having trades. And there are some people who stop it. They are low elements of society. They should not have our respect. They must be singled out, pinpointed, and strongly dealt with. I am happy in some part of the country. This is being done. This needs to be done in every part of the country. Politics is not for bitterness. Politicians will have different ideologies. Why not? They must have. India is defined for its diversity. Because the diversity converts into unity. But why should there be political bitterness? That's not our culture. We believe in universal brotherhood, sisterhood. Politics should not be power alone. Power is important. It should be serving the nation. I am concerned, and I am sure you must be equally concerned. Our society is getting polarized. The harmony is eluding us. Why? We must start some kind of narrative. Remind all of us of our civilization death of 5,000 years. And I am sure all thinking minds, rational minds, will catalyze public opinion so that we our people who are tolerant of each other's points of view. You may not agree to someone, but please hear him all around. Declining to hear the other point of view is arbitrary, inhuman, because that point of view may be the right point of view. I call upon corporates, Indian corporates, to come forward, generously contribute out of their CSR funds for development of infrastructure, for health, for education, infrastructure around such religious institutions, because these religious institutions are beyond places of worship. They are nerve center of our culture. This will help imbibe in our youth, in our children, cultural values that make this country different from other countries. We are a nation that cannot be driven like the Western world by mere